Then Korea sentences Canada pastor to life in jail. North Korea's highest court has sentenced a Canadian Christian pastor to a life term of hard labor for crimes against the state. Hyeon Soo Lim, 60, was arrested in the capital Pyongyang after he traveled there in January for humanitarian work. The Toronto-based pastor, who is of South Korean origin, was shown at a news conference earlier confessing to a plot to overthrow the government and set up a religious state. North Korea bans religious activity. The authorities periodically detain foreigners for religious or missionary activity, and similar cases have seen staged public confessions from prisoners. Handcuffs. Mr. Lim was sentenced after a 90-minute trial at the North Korean Supreme Court. He was convicted of joining the U.S. and South Korea in an anti-North Korea human rights racket and fabricating and circulating false propaganda materials tarnishing the country's image. He was also accused of funding and helping defectors to escape, in some cases through Mongolia. The pastor entered and left the court in handcuffs, flanked by 2 public security officers in uniform, the Associated Press news agency reports. The handcuffs were removed in court during the trial, it adds. The pastor kept his head bowed most of the time and answered questions in a subdued tone. Mr. Lim and his colleagues traveled to Pyongyang on January 31 as part of a humanitarian mission. His family said it was to support a nursing home, nursery and orphanage. Mr. Lim, who heads the Light Korean Presbyterian Church, had made numerous humanitarian aid missions to North Korea for nearly 2 decades, the church said. He was detained in February and in July. A KCNA report said Mr. Lim had given a press conference in Pyongyang where he admitted to using humanitarian work as a guise for subversive plots and activities in a sinister bid to build a religious state. He also reportedly admitted to giving lectures that North Korea should be collapsed with the love of God and to helping the U.S. and South Korea to aid North Korean defectors.